Hi there, in this video I'm going to go through algebraic division. So the aim for this video is I'm going to show you how to divide a polynomial. So a polynomial is an expression where the highest power of x is greater than 1 by a linear. So a linear on the other hand is an expression where the highest power of x is equal to 1. Okay, so let me show you how to divide a polynomial by a linear. So I have a couple of examples, or I have a few examples rather. Example 1 part A, let me show you how to divide algebraically 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 2 by x minus 2. So back to the paper and pen. So let me show you how to divide, in this case 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so we're going to divide this polynomial by x minus 2. Okay, so I usually divide using the bus stop method. Okay, so this is commonly called a bus stop. Okay, so I usually divide in this way. So let me show you the way in which I divide. So first of all, we need to divide the first term, and the term over here is what we call the dividend. Okay, so this term underneath this bus stop is called the dividend, and this term that we're dividing by, so the x minus 2 in this case, is called the divisor. So what we need to do is we need to first divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. Okay, so we need to divide the cubic term 2x cubed by the first term of the divisor, which is x. First operation is divide. So when I divide 2x cubed by x, 2x cubed divided by x is 2x squared. So whenever you divide, put the answer of division on the top of the bus stop. So 2x squared appears here. Okay, so the first operation, divide. After you divide, you multiply. So m means multiply. So you need to multiply the 2x squared by both x minus 2. So if I multiply 2x squared by x, 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. So write down the outcome of multiplication underneath the corresponding power terms. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. So write that in order underneath the cubic term above. 2x squared times minus 2 minus 4x squared. So also the ordering is important, so write down the outcome of multiplication below and put the terms in order of their powers. Okay, so once you multiply, so m means multiply, then you s means subtract. Okay, subtract means we only change the signs of the terms below. So we only change or reverse the signs of these terms below. So this plus with the 2x cubed changes to minus. So now it's a minus 2x cubed. And this minus, reverse it to a plus. So that is what we mean by s, subtract. So that when we add 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, that amounts to 0. Minus 3x squared plus 4x squared is 1x squared, or x squared. Okay, now ideally in the method you need two terms. So to get two terms here, go to the term above and bring that term together with the sign below. So I'm going to bring down the minus 3x. Okay, now once you reach up to this stage, you repeat the process. So now you go back to D. So division. So remember, D means you need to divide the first term by the first term of the divisor. So we need to divide x squared by x, and remember, whenever you divide, write down the outcome of division on the top of the bus stop. So x squared divided by x is plus x. So write down the plus x here, okay? And then remember, after division, it's m multiply. So we need to multiply plus x by both x minus 2. So x times x is x squared. So whenever you multiply, write down the terms below in order of the powers, okay? X times minus 2 minus 2x, okay? So after you multiply, remember the next operation, s means subtract. So only observe the signs of the bottom two terms and reverse the signs in front. So this plus, reverse it to a minus. This minus, reverse it to a plus. So that when you add x squared minus x squared is nothing. Minus 3x plus 2x is minus 1x or minus x. Okay? At this stage you need two terms. So go to the next term above and bring that entire term along with the sign below. So copy down the plus 2 in this case. And then repeat the process. So now we go back to D. D means division. So divide means I divide the first term here by the first term of the divisor. So minus x divided by x is minus 1. So put the outcome of division on top. Okay, and then follow that up with m. M means multiply. So minus 1 times x is minus 1x or minus x. Minus 1 times minus 2 is plus 2. Okay, so after you multiply, you need to do s. S means subtract. So let's go through subtract. So once again, reverse the signs of the bottom two terms. So this minus reverses to plus, this plus reverses to minus, and when you add the terms, minus x plus x amounts to nothing, plus 2 minus 2 amounts to nothing in this case, and we have a remainder of 0. Okay? So generally speaking, when you divide a polynomial by a linear, you're going to get a number. Okay, so it's not always 0. You can get any number other than 0 as well, positive or negative. But in this particular case, in part A, we have a remainder of 0. So this 0, we regard that as the remainder of division. So remainder. And the term, the whole term on top of your bus stop. So once you calculated your solution, the outcome on the top, this is called the quotient, or it's sometimes referred to as a quadratic factor. So it's quadratic if the highest power in your quotient is 2. So it's either the quotient, or if the highest power is 2, quadratic factor. Okay? And if we go back to the screenshot, there is a relation that relates the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. And here's the relation. Dividend is the same as the divisor multiplied by the quotient plus the remainder. So if we go back to the paper and pen, we can relate what we have from division. Our dividend is 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 2, and that is the same as the divisor is x minus 2 multiplied by the quotient, that being 2x squared plus x minus 1 plus, and our remainder is nothing. So since we have no remainder, it's the same as x minus 2 into 2x squared plus x minus 1. Okay, so if we go back to the screenshot, so we need to divide in part B 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus x plus 1, and we're dividing that polynomial by 2x plus 1. Okay, so if we go back to the paper and pen, so let's divide using our method 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus x plus 1, and let's use bus stop, and let's divide it by 2x plus 1. Okay, so remember, this is our dividend, this is our divisor. In part A, the order of operations is DMS, divide, multiply, subtract. Okay, so let me use a red pen. So here is the order of operations, DMS. Okay, so first it's D. So first we need to divide, and we're dividing the first term, or the highest power term in your dividend, which is 4x cubed, by the highest power term in your divisor, which is 2x. Okay, so in this case 4x cubed divided by 2x is 2x squared. So write down the outcome of division on the top. Okay, so we divided. Next operation is M. M means multiply, remember. So now we multiply the 2x squared by 2x plus 1. So 2x squared times 2x is 4x cubed. So write the terms in order underneath the corresponding power terms above. And 2x squared times plus 1 is plus 2x squared. So multiplication is complete. Let's do S. S means subtract. So remember, subtract means reverse the signs of the bottom terms. So this plus, reverse it to minus. This plus, reverse it to minus. When you add, 4x cubed minus 4x cubed will vanish. 4x squared minus 2x squared is 2x squared. Okay? Now remember, like the previous example, we need two terms here. Go to the next term above, bring that term along with the sign below. So copy down the minus x, and then repeat the order of operations. So first divide. So now we divide the first term, 2x squared, by the first term of the divisor, 2x. 2x squared divided by 2x is plus x. So whenever we divide, remember, write down the outcome on the top. Okay. Then it's M. M is multiply. So x times 2x is 2x squared. X times plus 1 is plus 1x. Okay. So let's get ready for the next operation. Next operation is subtract. So remember, subtract, change or reverse the signs of the bottom terms. So this plus, reverse it to minus. This plus, reverse it to minus. So that when we add, 2x squared minus 2x squared will cancel. Minus x minus x minus 2x. Okay. So at this stage we need two terms. Go to the next term above. Bring the term and the sign below. So copy down the plus 1. And then go back to the operation of division. Okay. So when we divide, so now we're dividing the first term, minus 2x, by the first term here, 2x. Minus 2x divided by 2x is minus 1. So remember, when you divide, put the outcome on the top. And finally, let's do an M. So M multiply, minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x. Minus 1 times plus 1 is minus 1. Okay. And let's get ready to do the next operation, which is subtract. So when we subtract, so this minus reverses to plus. This minus 2 reverses to plus. And when we add, minus 2x plus 2x will cancel. 1 plus the 1 is 2. So remember the relation. So remember, this is our dividend. This is the divisor. This is our quotient. And here's the remainder of 2. So remember the dividend. So the dividend is 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus x plus 1. that is the same as the divisor, which is 2x plus 1, multiplied by the quotient, or the quadratic in this case also, 2x squared plus x minus 1, plus the remainder is 2 for part B. Okay? So this should be the solution using algebraic division for part B. So part C is to algebraically divide 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 1 by 2x minus 1. Okay, so if we go back to the paper and pen, so we're dividing 2x cubed plus 3x squared. Now if you notice, in this polynomial I'm missing one term, so I'm missing an x term. So unlike with the other example, so for example in example 1 part A, in my polynomial I have a cubic term, a power 2 term, an x term and a constant. Okay. However, in part C, I have a power 3 term, a power 2 term, a missing x term and a constant. If you have a term which is missing, when you algebraically divide, I would add 0 multiplied by the missing term. Okay, this will be apparent when we go through the algebraic division method. So if you have a missing term, add 0 multiplied by that missing term, minus 1. Okay. And we're going to algebraically divide using our methods this by the linear 2x minus 1. Okay, so let's go through the operations. So remember the order of operations, D, M, S. Okay, so first let's divide. So D means we need to divide the highest powered term in the dividend by the highest power term in the divisor. So 2x cubed divided by 2x is x squared. So whenever you divide, put that on the top of your bus stop. And then you do m. M means multiply. So now multiply the x squared by 2x minus 1. X squared times 2x is 2x cubed. Okay, so remember, write down the terms when you multiply, okay, below the corresponding power terms in your dividend. And let's continue, x squared times minus 1 minus x squared. Okay, so now we're ready to go through the next operation. S means subtract. So have a look at the bottom terms, reverse their signs. So this plus, reverse it to minus. This minus, reverse it to plus, so that when you add 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, that amounts to nothing. 3x squared plus x squared, 4x squared. Okay, so remember, like with the previous example, ideally we need two terms here. So I go to the next term, plus 0x, I'll bring that down. So let me bring down the plus 0x. Okay, now we need to repeat the process. So let's go back to D, division. So now we're dividing 4x squared by 2x. 4x squared divided by 2x is plus 2x. So write down the outcome of division on the top. Then it's an m. M is multiply. Multiply the 2x by 2x minus 1. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times minus 1 minus 2x. Okay, let's get ready for the next operation. Next operation is S, subtract. So subtract means for the bottom terms, reverse their signs. This plus reverses to minus. This minus reverses to plus. And when you add 4x squared minus 4x squared, these terms cancel. 0x plus 2x is 2x. Okay, so again, ideally you need two terms here. So I go to the next term above. I bring that down with the sign. So I bring down the minus 1. And then I go back to D. So D means divide. So now I divide 2x by 2x. 2x divided by 2x is plus 1. So write that on the top. Then we do m. M means multiply. 1 times 2x is 2x. 1 times minus 1, minus 1. So let's get ready for the next operation. Next operation is subtract. So this plus reverses to minus. This minus reverses to plus. And when we add the terms, 2x minus 2x amounts to nothing. Minus 1 plus 1 also amounts to nothing. Remainder overall is 0. Okay? So let's relate these with the relation. So remember the relation, so back to the screenshot. So remember the dividend is the divisor multiplied by the quotient plus the remainder. So back to the paper and pen. Our dividend is 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus 0x minus 1. So plus 0x minus 1. That is the same as the divisor, which is 2x minus 1, multiplied by the quotient or quadratic factor, x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus our remainder, which is 0. Since we have 0 remainder, let's ignore it. So 2x minus 1 into x squared plus 2x plus 1. So this should be the solution to part C. Okay? So that ends this example, and that also sadly ends the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, a like is very much appreciated. Do plenty of practice related problems, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.